Heyo, Jojo here, and welcome back to another episode of Cemetery Mary, where we are now going to explore a haunted house. Supposedly haunted, at least. We'll see. Um, someone die here. Yeah. I, hell if I know. Then how can you be so sure it's haunted? Wouldn't it being haunted imply there's a ghost here? Come on, no bickering, you're wasting time. Let's just go in already. Okie dokie. We walked up to the front door. Croven was able to open it with no resistance at all. As soon as the door was open, an awful stench flooded out from inside the house. How long has this place been abandoned for? Ew, it must be so musty and gross. And why is that picture there like half cut? I guess the person had green hair? I would think. Very long green hair, actually. We stepped into the house and through an archway which led us into what looked like a living room. It was in shambles, to say the least. I coughed after just a few steps inside. It felt hard to breathe, as if there was too much dirt in the air to really breathe properly. It was all very gross. Yuck. Didn't realize how fucking moist the air would be. Haven't you been here before? Kinda. Doesn't matter. We're here, so go on. Do your thing. Oh, what? The ghost thing? Well, duh. It's kind of what we're here for. What she means is that we'd like to see you talk to ghosts like you claim to be able to. Oh, right, well, I mean, it isn't that easy. So far, I've only been able to do it while I'm asleep. And well, you just woke me up a little while ago. Oh, come on, I'm sure you can do it. You have to at least try. We didn't drag you all the way out here for nothing. But we don't even know if this place is even haunted. What if it's just a waste to begin with? Well, there's only one way to check on that, isn't there? Still, like I said, I just woke up, you know? I'm sure I'm usually pretty good at, just falling asleep wherever, but I don't think I can fall back asleep this quickly after waking up. Croven can sing you a lullaby. Fuck no. You do it. Aw, Crow, you know my singing voice isn't as angelic as yours. Mars, would you be able to fall asleep if I sang a lullaby? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Crow was gonna sing for us. Fuck you, it isn't for you. Croven seemed embarrassed. Lay down on the couch. I'll try singing for you. Are we actually gonna hear anything? I kind of hope that we do. I did what he asked of me. Everyone was already here and I didn't want to let anyone down. Besides, it couldn't hurt to try, right? I laid back on the old couch and closed my eyes, hoping it wouldn't break beneath my weight. I heard Croven's friends begin to giggle amongst themselves. Croven cleared his throat, readying himself to sing to me. I must admit, I almost giggled myself when I heard him start to sing Mary Had a Little Lamb. Oh, really? Really, Croven? That's all you got? Mary Had a Little Lamb? Although I'm not sure I would describe his voice as angelic, it was actually pretty nice to listen to. The only songs he usually sings are to loud punk ones, so it's a nice change of pace. And despite how dank the air was and how itchy the sofa felt, I actually did end up finding myself drifting off to sleep. Uh-oh, hopefully it's not horror that she's going to experience. Huh? Suddenly I was awake, and I was in the bathtub of the old house. Did it work? Was I in the same realm as the ghosts again? Then maybe this house really was haunted after all. Hello? I called out into the house. No response. I guess I'd better look around then. I got up from out of the bathtub, careful not to slip on my way out. I exited the bathroom and into the hallway. Looking down the house, it seemed a lot bigger on the inside, even though it seemed big enough on the outside already. I hoped I wouldn't get lost as I started to look around. Oh dear, the hallways were long and almost a bit disorienting. The green is very disorienting. I guess their realm is tinted green? I had no idea what floor I was on or where the staircase was, or any idea of how to get back to the entrance. I think I read that really weirdly. I'll probably see it when I edit it, but yeah. But if I was here right now, surely there was someone's ghost that I could talk to, right? I'll find my way around. But where should I look for them? Oh no! More choices, more choices. Door with a crystal knob, cracked door, ajar. We could look out the window? I looked out the window to try to get a better gathering of where I was. Besides, it was probable that the ghost would be standing outside too, maybe in a garden or something. I wiped the dust off the window, coughing a bit as it came off into the air. I cut my hands to the glass and peered outside. It was still pretty hard to see much, but it appeared as if I was at least on the second floor of the house. I didn't see anybody outside though. Ghosty, where are you? Broken door? I noticed there was a door that had been broken off its hinges. It was placed precariously in front of the doorway it belonged to, so that it still covered it but it wouldn't topple over. I walked over to it and grabbed the door with both hands. I lifted it up and then gently brought it to the side. I peered into the now open doorway. Little light from the windows leaked through, but it was enough to see with. There was an old metal frame single bed on one end of the room and an old desk on the other. Other than that, there wasn't much else. And there was no ghost either. I placed the door back on the doorway the way I had found it. Door with crystal knob? I approached the door that had a crystal knob on it. None of the other doors I had passed had something like this. It must have led to a special room. I grabbed the knob of the door. The crystal felt cool in my hand. I turned the knob, but the door wouldn't open. I tried again, but it still wouldn't open. I decided to just give up on it. I didn't want to force it open. Besides, if it was locked, that was probably meant I wasn't supposed to be in there anyways. Cracked door? I approached a door with a large crack across the front. I went to reach for the knob. There is none. It looks like it had fallen off some time ago. I tried to push the door open, but it wouldn't budge. I leaned over and peered into the hole where the knob should be. Nothing. Oh god, I thought she was gonna say she saw something, or rather it's too dark to see anything. Oh well. Alright, last option. A jar door. I looked towards the door at the end of the hall. It was slightly ajar. I walked over to it and opened it all the way. I looked inside the room. There was a bookshelf with hardly any books, and a worn-down, cozy chair to sit and read them in, but no ghost. I closed the door all the way this time, and I left it alone. Oh, there's no more options. I kept looking, but the place seemed completely empty. What was I going to do? Surely I'd be waking up soon. And when I did, I'm sure the others would be expecting to hear what I found. Should I just make up a story of a ghost I met here? I mean, they wouldn't know the difference if I did, right? It just seemed like that'd be my only option until... Footsteps. There was someone here after all. I heard them run away from my direction. Wait, come back. I followed after them. The direction they ran to, it led me to a door. When I opened it, there was a staircase behind it, leading upwards into what looked like an attic door. Climb. Well, there's only one thing to do here. I climbed up the stairs and opened the attic's old door. Upon reaching the top, I was confronted with another open doorway. Light was leaking through it. Was there a window up here? I walked closer, turned the corner, and then... Oh dear. Wait, it looks like the silhouette of... I forgot her name because she's really not that important, I don't think. Shoot. Whatever chick we came with here. Take them down? It's the only choice. I have to. Whoever you are. I took a step forward and reached my hands. Ooh! I stumbled backwards and fell onto the floor. Dude, that was so fucking funny. Oh my god. You should see the look on your face right now. I got you so good, dude. What? Uh-oh. I started to sob, bawl, quite loudly, and embarrassingly. Bara tried to talk to me, but I was too wrapped up in my own tears. I heard heavy thumps and a "Hey, what's going on?" as Crovin and Theodore found their way up to the attic to meet us. When they saw me, both of them seemed shocked and upset. I quickly diverted their attention to Spara. Hey, what happened? The hell did you do to her, Spara? Oh, it wasn't even anything. I just pretended to hang from the noose and gave her a little spook when she got close. She's the one making a big deal of it. Dude, what the fuck? Not cool, dude. That wasn't the prank we agreed upon, asshole. You think you can just do whatever the fuck you want? Yeah, I do. Because I can. Ugh. This is fucking stupid. I didn't do anything that bad. Bullshit, you didn't do anything that bad. Too far, Zap. Oh, whatever. Do you want me to say I'm sorry? Is that all you want to hear? Leave me alone. Mary, wait. You were planning to prank me anyway, Groven. You kind of a douche. Ran all the way out of the house and kept running down the street until I got back to the more familiar areas of the city. Tears blurred my vision, but I kept running. I think I was just being fueled by my emotions at this point. I didn't want to think of any of them. Enough is enough. I tried so hard to be nice, to be polite, to be their friend. But it was clear to me now that that could never happen. I could never be friends with people like this. People like... And to think Crowman continues to be friends with them. It's no wonder he's been so mean to me lately. And as all this was going in my head, I still kept running and running and running and running until I bumped into somebody. Uh-oh. Oh, is everything all right? That voice. Is it the one person I don't trust? It is the one person I don't trust. Reginald. Are you okay? Huh? Oh, sorry. I'll get out of your way. Wait. Well, wait just a moment now. You seem awfully worked up. What happened? No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Not worry. Look at you. You're a mess. Sorry. That probably wasn't the right word choice, but you're clearly very distressed. Do you want to talk about it? No, it's fine. I'll just go home. Mary. Would you come with me? I still don't trust you. Well, maybe he doesn't have snake eyes. I for some reason thought he did when we first met him. Huh? Why? Well, I was actually on my way to a little place that calms me down. But I think you could use a trip there too. Oh no, that's okay. Please, you really don't have to worry. I'll be fine. I would feel a lot better if you came with me. Please? Alright, I'll come with. I didn't get a choice in that one. Reginald gave me a soft smile after I said it. Thank you. I very much appreciate the company. Come, follow me. Even though he said follow me, Reginald grabbed me by my wrist and began to guide me down the sidewalk. I was a bit confused in the direction we were going, though. It's this way? I didn't think there was much of anything on this road. Well, it's a bit of a secret, but that's part of what I like about it. If it gets too popular, then that'd ruin the very peaceful atmosphere they have. I think it's better if less people know, but I think I could trust you not to tell anyone about it. Oh, all right. I kept walking with him, and eventually we reached a more desolate area of the city. There was no one walking on the streets, and all the windows of the buildings we started to pass were all dark. No one had any of their lights on. There were no cars in the street either. It was strangely barren around here. Say, what street are we on again? Are you sure we're going in the right direction? Yes, no need to worry. We're almost there. Okay. Then, at a certain point, Reginald stopped walking. He looked down into a dark alley, and then walked into it. Huh? Well, aren't you coming? I felt pretty weird about walking down into an alley with no one around. On a street I'm unfamiliar with someone you barely know, by the way. But he was waiting there for me. Follow him, walk away. God damn it. God damn it. I feel like this one actually matters. I feel like it does. But I also feel like if I walk away, he's just gonna pull me in. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. My instinct is just go away. Go away. Given the recent events, I was going to say that I would be headed home instead, but Reginald popped out from the alley once again and said, "What are you waiting for? It's this way." No choice in the matter. He grabbed me by the wrist again and pulled me inside. He brought me to a door with a shiny and golden handle. It looked very brand new amidst the grime in the alleyway. He raised his finger to his lips as if to say shh, and then he opened the door. Oh my. Oh, it was a coffee place. and it was adorable. Pretty string lights were hanging from the walls and the ceiling, and calm music played throughout. There were decorations of intricate tapestries, and in addition, some rugs and to soften the hard concrete floor. I don't know why that was so hard for me to get out. There were very few people, and they hardly made any noise as they spoke, as if they were in a library or trying not to disturb anybody else. Not to mention the aroma. Even if I don't like coffee, I can't deny how pleasant the smell is. I love the smell of coffee. I absolutely love it, but I hate the taste. All of it together, it felt magical. Well, maybe I should have trusted him. See, I told you it was nice. This place seems so delightful. However, did you just stop for it? That's a secret, but maybe I'll tell you one day. I don't know, I'm still suspicious of him. This is a very nice thing for him to do, though. We stepped further into the building, Reginald closing the door behind us. Then I followed him to the counter, and he asked what I wanted. Oh, don't worry, I can pay for myself. No, please. I insist. Consider it a thank you for accompanying me. Are you really sure? Positive. Reginald ordered himself a coffee, and I asked for hot chocolate for myself. I felt a little silly ordering it, but the barista didn't seem to care at all. Even when I asked for marshmallows. Oh, that's cute. After we got our drinks, Reginald and I plopped down onto an empty couch in the building. I myself don't like hot chocolate either, but hey, it looks cute. You got a styrofoam cup. Paper, actually. No worries, it's recyclable. I think the mugs they offer here are cute and better for the environment. But well, how do I put it? I'm just particular about using the same things as other people, that's all. I believe they even allow you to bring your own mug, but that's a little silly, isn't it? To bring a mug from home? Because I would still need to wash it afterwards, and I'd look absolutely absurd carrying a mug down the sidewalk. You got a point there. Anyways, are you feeling any better? Oh, who? Me? Yeah, I guess so. I'm not crying anymore, so that's a good thing. I think. Thank you again for bringing me here. No need to thank me. I'm just glad you're feeling better. But if it's okay to ask about now, what had gotten you so upset in the first place? Well, I guess it's okay to talk about, especially since you wouldn't know these people anyway. Where do I start, though? Well, I spent a lot of time with my kind of cousin, and I recently met his other friends. I told Reginald all about what happened since I first met them. I don't know why. It was like I had to start with one thing, but then that led into the other things too. I told him about how intimidating they were when I met them, and how they disrespected the cemetery, and about the incident that happened with them just today. Already I was trying to block it from my memory, and Reginald listened, nodding along as I talked. It felt nice to have someone listen to me. And then I ran into you on the sidewalk. Now we're here, I guess. Sorry for going on like that. I just wasn't sure where to begin or end. Why are you apologizing? I'm actually very happy you told me. It's not good to always let things weigh on you. You know, Mary, I must admit, I'm not at all a violent person, but oh, how I wish I could teach those adults a lesson right now. Where do they get off thinking that kind of behavior is alright? No, it's okay. I won't hang out around them anymore. But at least I tried, right? That's all you can do in this life. Try. But yes, don't worry about people like that. They clearly can't appreciate a good thing even when it's right in front of them. Thank you. It's very sweet of you. And it means a lot to me too. Just then I received a text message. I took up my phone. Crovin had messaged me. Mary, where'd you go? You're not at the cemetery. At least I don't see you here. I'm not there. Are you looking for me? I don't want to see you right now. Just say you're not there. Actually. Are they not gonna text at all? I put my phone away without responding to him. Figured. Reginald, are you busy? No, not really. I was planning to run a few errands, but it's nothing that needs my immediate attention. Why do you ask? Can I come along? You want to run errands with me? Yeah, I don't really feel like going home. At least not right now. Well, if you're certain, you're more than welcome to come along. I would more than appreciate the company. Thank you again. Oh, I spent the rest of the day helping Reginald with his errands. It wasn't anything too big. We We bought some stuffs from the hardware store, things he needed for a bit of DIY for his car repair, wrenches, screwdrivers, antifreeze oils, but nothing too big to carry. I also helped him pick up a few groceries. He was running low on milk and eggs, but he picked up some strawberries too before they got out of season. It wasn't anything too exciting, but it was nice to be able to do something simple with him and enjoy completing these simple tasks with someone who wasn't trying to trick me or make me cry. Before we knew it, it started to get dark. I told Reginald I ought to get going, not golding. Get home safely then, all right? I promised him I would. And then went to catch the next bus home. Well, at least my day wasn't completely bad, or at least that's what I thought initially. But once I made it home and opened the door of the cabin, someone was waiting there for me, and he was not happy. Oh, you have the audacity, my dude. Where the hell were you? You didn't answer any of my texts. Of course I didn't. I'm mad at you. You're mad at me. I'm the one who's supposed to be mad here. Do you have any idea what could have happened to you? It can't be any worse than what you and your friends did to me. Ugh. Is this really what this is about? Get over it, Mary. None of you even apologized. I can't get over it that easy. You all just wanted to make fun of me. That's exactly what it was. You all just wanted to make fun of me. Seriously? It's not like I can control every little thing they do. You should know how they are by now. Besides, what they do isn't my fault, so I don't know why you're getting so mad at me. Because you let them do it. You never say anything. Maybe they'd stop if you didn't keep letting it happen. Don't start turning this back on me. Maybe if you weren't such a sensitive crybaby, we wouldn't be having this problem. Can't believe you'd say that. Don't call me a crybaby. Oh my god. So many choices. I don't know, I'd be pretty pissed too if someone played a joke about committing suicide or someone hanging in general. It's a really fucked up joke. Don't call me a crybaby. Yeah, you're not allowed to call me a crybaby. Oh, give me a break. You know, maybe that's why you're so mean to me lately. Huh? Come again? What's that supposed to mean? Hanging around such awful people. No wonder you've become such a bad person. Oh, really now? That's how you feel. That's not what I meant. No, it isn't. It is? Wait. You're not gonna show me my options? It is how I feel. I don't know at what point you stopped, but you definitely aren't a good person anymore. I don't know who this person is, but the Groven I know wouldn't be so cruel. Groven you know. Ain't that rich. Let me tell you something. Groven you knew died with the other fucking Provosans? Proven. Can't say that. I'm so over this already. If you really hate me that much, why are you even still here? I can't believe this. I didn't mean any of it, I'm sorry. And maybe I should just leave if that's how you feel. My choices don't matter at this point. Maybe you should. And take all your stupid baggage with you. Groven stormed off after that. I went the other way and marched upstairs. I felt like crying all over again, but I think I used up all my tears for the day. I was going to text the number again, because, well, it's what I always do before I go to bed. But when I opened my phone, I was surprised to see I had a few messages from someone else. It was Twyla. I hadn't really seen her since that night in the club. Hey, Mary. I know it's late, so I don't blame you if you are already in bed, but I figured I'd ask you anyway since it's not overly time sensitive. I'm going to be at the library tomorrow looking for anything I can to find what might help our town's little problem. I figured you could come with and help me research if you're up for it. Yeah, I can come help. I think that's a really great idea. I'll be sure to be there first thing tomorrow. Well, I don't know if I'll be there that early, but I'll be sure to see you there. I'd agreed to meet with Twyla. Maybe part of me did it in spite of Groven, but it would be a nice distraction, I think. A distraction from all the bad stuff that happened today. And I wouldn't even have to think about it tomorrow. When I got up The next morning, I hurried myself out the house. I wasn't even sure Croven was still home, but I wasn't going to stick around long enough to find out. I headed to the library as quickly as I could that morning, and even though Twyla said she wasn't going to be around so early, she was still there when I arrived. Twyla, you're already here. Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm here. I thought you said you wouldn't be here so early. I don't think it's super early, but that's not the point. You're here to help me with research, right? Oh, yes, of course. Just tell me what I need to do. I'm gonna need you to fetch some books for me. Twyla handed me a list of books she needed. I worked in the library before, so I know they're here. I just want you to pick up a few for starters. Alright, I think I can do that. Yeah, I sure hope so. I took Twyla's list and began to grab the books for her. There were a few psychology books, but also some filled with, like, periodicals? Is that how you describe it? I don't know. But what I did know is if I kept carrying so many books at once, I'd topple over. It's happened before. I began to hand them over to Twyla. She seemed very focused as she took the books from me. Sometimes when I hand her a book, she'd slide one over to me with the pages open. I would close it and go to return it on the proper shelf. It was only after a few books that I realized she was probably anticipating I read the passages she opened to. Oh well, I kind of just continued fetching her books and shelving them back absent-mindedly. It seemed like the best thing for me to do to be able to help. I doubted I would understand the information as well as she did. I'm, well, not the brightest at times. You're distracted. Ah, am I? You certainly seem a bit out of it. Is everything alright? Well, I had a fight with a friend last night and we still haven't made up. I see. Well, that's not going to help us here. Huh? If you want to help, you're going to have to put yourself together. You know the issue we're dealing with is much more serious than whatever dumb fight you and your friend had, right? I guess. Yeah, I'm sorry. Are you going to be like this the whole time? I don't know. You can leave. Huh? Are you sure? I thought you needed my help. Clearly you aren't going to be any help to me like this. Oh, don't take it so harshly. I'm doing you a favor, if anything. I'll call you up again next time I need you for something. Just remember not to forget about all this, okay? Okay. Sorry I couldn't be more help. It's fine. See you later. See ya. Twyla's very blunt. I left the last of the books on the table for her and then headed out the library. I wasn't much help at all, was I? All because I was too busy. Dude, what the fuck? Coven? What the fuck were you doing in there with her? Didn't I already tell you to stay away from her? What, did you just, like, not listen? Or not care? Ugh, you're just trying to piss me off at this point, aren't you? I'm trying to help her with something. Not like it's any of your business in the first place. Excuse me? That girl is definitely my business, especially if she's talking to you. What's so bad about her? You can't just tell me to do something and not explain why. Why not? You don't trust me anymore, huh? I guess it's just as well. Let me tell you this then. Either you stay away from her, or you stay away from me. Coven stomped past me after that. He didn't apologize when his shoulder bumped into mine. He just kept walking. What a douche. I hope that wherever he was going was at home, because that was the only place I wanted to be right now. Even if it seemed like he would prefer not to be. Even if it seemed he would prefer I'd not be there anymore. I want to ask you something. You always do, don't you? Please. Apologies, it wasn't meant to appear sarcastic. Go on. Do you know who I'm with? Are you after people who aren't me? Let's see. Next page. Do you know who I'm with? How do you mean? Like, do you know about other people connected to me? And if you do, are you coming for them too? Please? Yes. Wait. Yes to which question? I'm sorry. I have to go. Good night, Mary. I think that was a yes to both. Possibly. Days passed, as days often do. Things in the house have been incredibly tense. I can't even recall the last time I physically spoke to Croven. Maybe it was the day at the library. I don't know. I really don't remember. Not like I don't see him at all. But when we do see each other, we don't talk. It's really awkward. Sometimes when we find ourselves in the same room, one or both of us will just leave. We don't say good morning or good night. And if I see him on the streets, he looks away. I wish things weren't like this. I just really wanted things to go back to normal. Back before. I really want things to be better. I want to apologize or for him to apologize. He has been quite thick. But I do think, let's see. I do think we were a little harsh in saying that he was a bad person. Although the company he's with isn't very nice. Oh, I don't know. This game has shown me that sometimes my choices don't even matter. But I never know when they will eventually matter. To apologize for him to apologize. I'll just say sorry. I should, shouldn't I? I know Crowan has been having a hard time lately, and I'm sure I haven't been making things much easier for him. It's partly my fault anyways. His friends don't have to be my friends too. And even if he wanted me to get along with them, I should have stepped away when I realized that it wasn't going to work. I'll try to tell him that sometime soon. When I know how and when to properly say it. I sat in the living room for the remainder of the day, at least until dinner time, that is. The fire was on and I was reading, but I knew I would have to start cooking something soon. Then, I heard Crowan come in through the front door. Still not feeling comfortable being in the same room as him, I got up to move to the next room. When... Oh. Huh? Mary. You know I love you, right? Like even when I'm mad or yelling. I promise I don't mean it. I really, really don't mean it. Yeah, I know. I love you too. Are you okay? No. Theodore died. What? Oh, Crow. How? I turned around to hug Crowan properly this time. I didn't ask him what happened. He didn't seem to be in the mood to talk about it, and I don't think I was either. Oh no. Don't tell me people are going to start dropping like flies now. I helped him prepare the service. Or perhaps it's more apt to say that I prepared the service because he asked me to. You're so passionate about it, he told me. So I know you'll make sure he has the best one. It was just, I don't know if passionate is the right word. Interesting. I hope it was a nice service. I'd like to think it was. I did try my best to put it all together after all. I got lots of flowers and a nice spot for him to rest. Crowan was responsible for inviting everyone, but everyone wasn't a lot of people. I wasn't sure if it was because no one wanted to attend, or if it was because Theo only had this many friends. I looked around. Zapara wasn't here. That's interesting. Eventually, everyone began to leave, but again, everyone wasn't all that many. Before I knew it, it was just me, Crowan, and Theo. I wonder if Crowan's gonna ask us to, like, fall asleep and talk to Theo. Wordlessly, Crowan sat beside Theo's freshly dug grave. I did the same. Normally, I enjoy funerals, or perhaps it's better to say I appreciate them for what they are, but this one was hard to appreciate. I couldn't find a trace of pleasantness in it, not even a little bit. It just felt sad. Crowan? Oh no. Sorry, are you okay? He's obviously not okay. Is there anything more I can do? I never know what to say in these kinds of situations myself. Sorry. There's nothing to be sorry about, right? Crowan, I don't want to upset you, but if it's okay, I want to try talking to him. Mary, this isn't the time for that ridiculous shit. I'm being serious. I promised you that it works, and I've never been bad on my promises before, have I? Please, just give me a chance. Fine. If you're so insistent, then go ahead. But when you wake up, I want you to tell me something that only Theo would know. Because if you can't, I really don't want to hear about this ever again. I understand. But I won't let you down. I lay down on top of Theodore's grave. I could see Croven wince as I did. Hopefully it would be over quickly. And hopefully Theo would be in the mood to talk to me. Maybe they can explain how they die. Possibly. Look around. There's nothing here. It's completely dark. I can't see a thing. Take a whiff. It smells like... Ugh. It smells like something smoky. Feel? Feel like I'm laying on something. But I am laying down on the ground, right? Feels weird, though. I can't really describe it. Listen? Sounds like faint static. But if I don't focus on it, it's like it disappears. Call out. Hello? Is anyone there? I don't understand why I can't see anything. Of all the times for things to start going wrong, well, maybe it'd help if you took the lampshade off your head? What? Huh? You're... Theo. Hey, dollface. Long time no see. Oh, Theo, I'm so glad to see you're alright. You sure that's the word you want to use? I suppose you're right. Still, it seems like you're okay. Wherever this is. Where is this? This? This is where me and Sapara live. At least, it used to be back when I was alive with you all. Oh, you, lived here. Hey now. I know it ain't the prettiest, but it gets the job done. Why is there a fork right by the outlet? I don't like that combo. Not one bit. I suppose so. You seem to have a pretty good understanding that you're dead. Why are things always green here? How are you doing? Well, he's probably not going to know that. Seemed like the most logical conclusion to make. Close your eyes, things go black. Then you wake up somewhere completely different. Not really a lot of ways you can go from that. Oh, while you're here, I guess I want to say I'm sorry. Kind of figured the whole ghost stalking thing of yours was a bunch of bullshit. But I can admit when I've been proven wrong. Oh, that's okay. I mean, I think I'm more sorry for you in this situation. How did this happen? Do you remember... What do you remember happening before this? Before? Well, it goes like this. Crow's having a rough time. Wanted to talk about you. You wanted to talk about me? Yeah, but I'll come back to that later. So he reached out to me and Zap, wanted to talk about it over drinks and all. Of course we accepted, so we spent the night out with him. Sitting at the bar, whatever. Maybe like an hour or so into drinks, I started feeling, like, not too hot. I leave to use the bathroom, start fucking vomiting as soon as I'm in a stall. I come out feeling all woozy. Zap and Crow try to help me, all worried and stuff. Next thing I know, I'm crashing out in the middle of the pool, where someone was still in the middle of the game. Then I'm here. Oh, he was poisoned. All because Crow wanted to talk about me? If I hadn't been such a problem for him, then you wouldn't have wound up here. Hey, shut the fuck up. Huh? Sorry. Didn't mean for it to come out that way. What I'm trying to say is, I'm sure I would have drunk myself to death eventually anyways. I don't think that's what happened, though. So don't worry about it. If that night didn't kill me, the stick in my hand would make sure it was coming. Listen, I want you to know that Croven only wanted to talk about you because he cares so much. I know things haven't been the best with you two lately, and there's lots you don't know, so it's been real hard on him too. What don't I know? Listen, I may be dead, but there's still things Croven would kill me over if I told you about. I know you and I aren't the closest two people in the world or anything, but trust me when I say, it's gonna be alright. I guess I'll have to. So, how long are you staying here for anyways? Oh, I'm not sure actually. I could wake up any minute now that I think about it. Which reminds me, I promised Corbin when I woke up that I'd tell him something that only you would know. As proof that I talked to you. So do you have something you can tell me? Yes, I've got a few stories between Crow and I. Pick your poison. Oh no. What do I want to know about? Sleepover hat story, spiral staircase story, orange juice story. I don't know the context of these. Sleepover hat story? The orange juice story? I don't know. The orange juice story? Oh boy. How do I even start with this one? Well, I mean, I kind of assumed it was something like spiked orange juice or something. Oh no. No. Honestly, you probably wish. Huh? Okay, so it's like... Have you ever made orange juice come out of someone else's face? Oh. I what? Okay, so... We're at the beach, summertime, chillin', whatever. Crow decides he's gonna hang out under the umbrella. That's fine, that's cool. I go play with Zap in the ocean a bit, come back down the boardwalk, get myself a soda, yada yada. I see Croven coming up. I'm coming up from behind. He's still sitting under the umbrella. I decide I'm gonna be an asshole and scare him. I come up from behind and slap my hands under the back of his shoulders, and what I didn't realize is that Croven had been drinking some sort of orange juice or some shit. When I scared him, he coughed it right out. I'm talking hacking. I'm talking orange juice all over his chest. Like, it didn't just come out of his mouth, it came out of his nose too, and also a bit squirted out of his eyes. Oh, no. Ow, ow, ow. I don't like imagining that. Oh, don't worry, it gets worse. He grabs my soda out of my hands, thinking it's water to rinse his eye. He rinsed his eyes out with soda. Pours it directly into his eyes. Oh my god. Was he okay? I mean, yeah, eventually. He bit his own arm to keep from swearing in front of all those kids at the beach. And Zapara never knew this story? Nah, by the time she came back, Cronin was all taken care of and didn't really feel like talking about it. I'm sure if you asked him to retell the story today, though, he'd laugh. Probably. I see. Thank you for telling me. Hell yeah, dude. It was a great day. Oh, and, one more thing before you head back. Say hi to Zapara, too. And go easy on her for me, okay? Listen, I know she seems all firecrackers and dynamite, maybe even a little rough around the edges, but she's got a lot going on deep down. And I know she'd appreciate some help with that. I'll appreciate it, too. I see. I'll try to talk to her next time I see her. Let her know you said hi, too. Oh, please do. I'm excited to see my boys again soon, but... Did he say boys? I don't know. I'm hoping it'll be a long wait at the same time. Yeah, I hope so too. Well, that was an interesting story. I'm kind of curious about the other ones now. Before I knew it, I was out again. And I woke up to the sound of a worried Croven. Yo, Mars, come on. It's getting late. And it looks like it's gonna rain soon. Croven? Yeah? You poured soda in your eyes? Is that the real reason why they were redder than usual? Oh, it's a beautiful day today. After so much talk of rain, I even brought my umbrella. Are we not gonna... There's some weird transitions here. The sun felt so warm, so much brighter today. I hope we would be getting more sunny days like this before things start to get cold and cloudy again, because right now, it just felt so refreshing. I was on my way to the cemetery once more. I didn't have any flowers this time around, but I was sure that was okay. I brought a teddy bear last time, after all. Besides, I now have a different method of being able to visit everyone here. I try to visit Theo, too, when I'm able. I don't want to bother him too much, and even though he and I aren't best friends or anything, I can tell he appreciates it. I think I'll try to see him again today. I continued down the sidewalk, admiring all the things that looked so much happier in the sunlight. The birds, the flowers, the trees. But one thing that didn't was making its way towards me, and I didn't even realize until I heard her snap my name. Oh, Twyla. Funny running into you here, huh? I see you're out enjoying the sun. I haven't heard a lot from you, you know? Yeah. But, likewise, you know? But I've been investigating on my own time. Do I need to remind you that you're the one who offered to help me and not the other way around? Twyla, I am more than allowed to decline further help. I've been really busy. I don't want the killer on my tail. I just don't know where to start. I don't like Twyla as much. If that were true, you wouldn't have offered to help me in the first place. Why are you making excuses? Sorry, Twyla, it's just... I don't think I can help you anymore. Excuse me? Huh? Not help me anymore. You haven't helped me once. And now you got the gall to back out before you even started? What's that for, huh? Well, it's just what? I'm not cut out for this. I want to help, but... Please understand. I'm really sorry, Twilight. I'm not cut out for this. Even just helping you in the library, I couldn't do much. I couldn't possibly drag you or your investigation down. I don't think I'd be much help at all. I should have told you earlier. I'm sorry. Do you understand? Oh, I understand. You do? Yeah, I do. I get it perfectly clear. Why bother helping me catch a threat when it could help fill up that precious cemetery you love so much? Well, what? Hold on. That's not true. I'd never risk someone else's life for that. Yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't. Just like I was sure you would help me. I apologize for lashing out, so I'm just running low on patience. You might not know it, but I tolerate a lot of bullshit from a lot of people. But one thing I refuse to tolerate is people who don't keep their promises. So go on then. Run to your little cemetery, Mary. I'll let you go. But I'll make sure you keep that promise eventually. Twilight angrily brushed past me after that. I felt hurt, to say the least, hearing what she thought of me. But I couldn't help her anymore. And it had come out eventually. At the very least, it was something that I got over with, and I couldn't let it ruin today. I wiped my eyes of any tears and tried to regain my composure. I tried to focus on the nice things around me as I continued on my way. The birds, the flowers, the trees, the birds, the flowers, the trees. I couldn't let it get to me. She didn't know the truth like I did, and I couldn't keep Theo waiting. I continued on and up the way, and entered the cemetery. Something felt off. I didn't know why until I started approaching Theo's gravesite. Someone's there at the gravesite. Is that... Oh, hey, wait! I followed them as they ran from me. They got out of my sight quickly, but I was determined to find them. I walked up and down the aisles, trying to keep my eyes and ears open, until eventually I began to hear something. I followed the noise, which led me to a tree, and... Sapara? What are you doing here? I took a seat beside Sapara, patting down the grass as I did so. She wiped her eyes on her sleeve as I sat. Hey, Mary. Hi, Sapara. Are you alright? Yeah, why wouldn't I be? Don't I look fine? You were staring at Theo's grave. You miss Theo, right? Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. Really, I'm sorry. I was just leaving. Don't worry about it. Sapara, I was surprised that you, well... What? You didn't show up to his funeral, no? I couldn't. Why not? You didn't want me in here anymore. And after the last incident, I promised Theo I would respect your boundaries. But I guess I broke that promise anyways, huh? I wanted to leave before you saw me, at least. Sapara, I wouldn't have stopped you from seeing him. I'm so sorry if I made you feel that way. No one should ever be prevented from seeing their loved ones. It's fine. I'd already upset you enough. It's just, nothing's been the same now that he's gone, and I'm not sure it ever will. It still feels so unreal. I walk into our place and I'm ready to start, like, I don't know, hitting him with my jacket sleeves or stealing his hat and running away with it. And now when I come home, it's all by myself. But all his stuff still smells like him. It smells like before we left for the bar. His mug is still in the sink because he said he would wash it later. And his hamper is still full because we were going to do laundry together. The TV remote is still stuck in the couch because that's where he last left it. He was my best friend, and he's totally gone now. I'm never going to get him back. I'm never going to get him back. I'm never going to see him again. That's not true. I promise one day you'll see him again. But not in this life. Isn't that right? I don't know what to do anymore. I don't feel like myself, at least not without him. I'm all alone. You're not alone. Croven's here. I've been talking to Croven since... Really? I don't even know what I'd say, or what it will feel like. The three of us were always together when we hung out. It feels unfair without him. It feels wrong. It will get better with time. I promise you it does. Maybe it won't always be the same, but it will be better. And Zapara, you're not alone. I know Krovan would want to hear from you. And I really think you two should see each other. Even if it's awkward. You should know that. Krovan's here for you. He'll always be here for you. So will I, but... And I am too. Even if I didn't always think you were the best person, that's... Just because we don't get along doesn't mean I can't help you through this, so... Thank you, Mary. I could really use the support right now. Yeah, of course. It's going to get better. Aww, I promise. I've got another question for you. I thought you might. Have you ever lost anyone? Why do you ask? I just want to see. Of course I've lost people. I don't think there's anyone alive who hasn't lost someone. I probably lost more than you could fathom. How did it feel? Did it hurt? Of course it hurt. It always starts the same. It begins with devastation, but over time those feelings, you get used to them. It's like a blur. You stop worrying about who died and start worrying about who's next. There's no rest, so you become someone who doesn't need rest, because it isn't going to stop. You just have to be ready for the next time. It sounds heartbreaking. It was. That's why I'm fighting so hard, so that you don't wind up like me. What? It's been a few days. Despite what happened at the funeral, Krovan hasn't really left his room. When I wake up in the mornings, I can hear him stomping about his room. And when I return from having left the cabin, I find no evidence that he's left the cabin at all, let alone his room. I'm so used to him going out every day. But now I feel bad if I'm leaving him alone. He spends most of his day holed up in his room, door shut tight. I'll knock on it every now and again to check on him, but there's not much I hear from him outside of that. But today his door's open, and I think I should check on him. Oh, dear. Nice poster? His door's open just a crack, but I opened it just a bit more to get a good look inside. He was sitting atop his bed, and without even turning to face me, I hear him say, I know you're there, Mary. Come on in. I step inside and take a seat at the end of his bed. He didn't seem to have much of a reaction. It's getting a bit late. I'll probably start dinner soon. Sounds good. You really shouldn't be smoking inside, you know. It's a lollipop. Oh. Ah, I see. I like your deer plush. What deer plush? Oh, yeah, it's kind of cute. Your flag's upside down. I think that's aesthetically one of his points. You finally hung up your signed poster. I noticed your hamper is getting full. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's a bit low on the ground though, don't you think? Yeah, it's fine. Besides, if it falls down, I don't have to worry about having to get a chair or anything to put it back up again. Ah, fair point. I like your deer plush. Thanks. I haven't seen it before. Is it recent? Yeah. That person you met, Vass. They wanted it that time we met at the arcade. Said they had no room for it and insisted I have it. Hope you don't mind that I didn't give you this one. I know you like collecting toys, but... Oh, no. I totally get it. Don't even worry about it. Flag's upside down? Yeah, I know. Oh, alright then. Yeah, I figured you knew. Mine's been getting a bit full too. Maybe we can do laundry together soon. Yeah. It's probably a good idea. Strange though. I feel like I just did laundry and now I have to do it all again. It's not like I even wear that many outfits. Yeah, me neither. Alright, let's stop beating around the bush. Huh? What do you mean? Come on. You and I both know you didn't come in here to talk about my laundry or the posters in my room. You're here because everything sucks right now and you think we should talk about it. Everything does suck. You're right. Everything's awful. You know you can say it, right? Say what? Go on. Say that it sucks. You know I don't like using that language. Fair enough. I know things have been very hard lately, but I just don't know what to do. Are you sure you don't do that? How can I help? It just all feels hopeless. It's just one thing after another. Is it ever going to stop? It will, eventually. But you won't have to worry about me. I'm fine. You aren't fine, and I'm not fine either. I don't want this cycle to continue, where all we do is feel miserable again and again. Mary, I just want to help you. I'm so stressed. Because this isn't you. I miss the real Croven. I miss the Croven who didn't always drink himself to death. I miss the Croven who'd never get mad and would always laugh off things that anybody would normally go ballistic over. I miss the Croven who wanted me around. You think I don't miss him too? I don't like feeling like this. It sucks. Then can you just keep going on like that? Saying that you're fine when it's not true. And just settling for it. Because it's not like I have any other choice, Mary. You just don't get it. I know you're worried about your own parents. I know that's a shitload of stress on your shoulders too. But at least you have some hope in that situation. What hope do I have? My parents are dead. One of my best friends is dead. And there's no way around either of those facts. I'm never going to see either of them again. And yeah, sure, maybe you can talk to them. But that doesn't mean that I can see them or be around them or any of the same things I used to do with them. It's like, why try? If everyone I get close to is just gonna die right in front of me, then why bother trying to do anything about it? Whether I'm happy or sad or whatever, it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't change the life I'm living right now. That's why everything's fine. And that's why it has no choice but to be fine. I know you want to help, but all these solutions, therapy, relaxing at home, whatever, they aren't going to change anything. They aren't going to bring anyone back. Don't you understand that? Better than anyone. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound like a dick when I say this, but your parents might come back one day. Mine sure won't. It gets better. You can't stop living. It's a terrible way to think. Oh, I'm so awful with conversations like this. You can't stop living. I'm not. At least, I'm not trying to. I think that's obvious, even though it might not be apparent to you. I know what I'm doing with my life, and I'm definitely not stopping it. But it does feel like how it should. Or it doesn't feel like how it should. This isn't how things are supposed to be. No one could have predicted this. I could have. I should have told them not to risk going out that night. I should have done a lot of things, but it's too late now. I don't think you should be thinking like that. Then how else should I be thinking? Listen, I know I'm not always the brightest girl, but if there's one thing I know about, it's loss. Here we go. Please, Croven. Right. Sorry for cutting you off. When I attend those funerals, I meet lots of people who are feeling the same way that you are. They're stricken with grief. It doesn't matter who died, and the way they express that grief isn't always the same. Some people can't help but sob. Others seem to stare in disbelief, like if they wake up soon, they'll realize it was all just a terrible dream. And some of them simply talk to everyone around them as if nothing is the matter. But you can tell they'd rather be seeing their loved ones in different circumstances. I don't see these people very long when I'm there, but I know all those people have been getting... Brain, reread that. But I know that all those people have been getting better since that very day. It's why we have funerals, to start the healing process with closure. But despite its name, closure is just the first step. I know that everyone deals with loss differently, but I know that grief won't last forever. And I know that processing it won't have to be so miserable either. So please, let me try to help you. Maybe if together, we can acknowledge and embrace the circumstances we're in, it'll be easier to get past them. But what if I don't want to? Croven, move on from it. Get past it. Isn't it just the same thing as forgetting? The reason you go to all those funerals, the reason you visit all those graves, isn't it because you don't want anyone to be forgotten about? How hypocritical of you. Wanting to remember strangers but forgetting the ones we care about most. It's not forgetting. Croven, just because they're gone doesn't mean we're going to forget them. You're right in what you said. I don't want anyone to feel forgotten about. That's why I visit them. But feeling better about it isn't forgetting. Wanting to live a happy life isn't forgetting. I mean, do you think your parents would want this for you? That Theo would want this for you? You can't be afraid of what happens when the grieving is over. Feeling better doesn't mean you forget how much you miss them. It just means you won't feel as sad when you remember them. Mary, yeah? You know I love you, right, Mary? Yes, I know. No, you don't. Come here. Coven motioned me over with a lazy hug-like gesture, and I scooted over to him. Do you know the reason we started staying here? This old piece of shit cabin? No? I was always curious, but I thought it might be rude to ask. It's because... Coven? We wanted to be closer to you guys. That's the only reason. You're joking. It's crazy. You had such a nice home in Helene City. Hey now. You know what all those old folks say about the difference between a house and a home? I know I've been an asshole, and I probably won't stop feeling like one for a while. I can't really explain all my feelings right now, but while you're here, I just want to say, after having lost so many people, I'm just glad I haven't lost you yet. Yeah, I'm glad I haven't lost you either. Ugh. Look what you made me do. You know I hate all that dumb sappy shit. And you got me over here monologuing about it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, can it, Mars? Blech. I was so sappy I could put it on your morning pancakes. Hey, don't let it happen again. I won't. Aw, it was cute. Yet serious interaction that we had. Please leave my family alone. That is not possible. We're getting better. And if my parents were still here, it'd feel almost like it did before. I'm afraid I cannot give you the same life you once had, but I can assure you things will be better after this all. How will it be better? How can you make it better? Actually, I think that's a pretty good place to stop. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!